Hey guys, Derry here from Quinn Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Psychic Connections. So, last time we left off... we had promised Jude that we were going to go running with him, and apparently Mason doesn't like running very much, so that should be interesting. My guess is that Mason's going to fall flat on his face, and Jude's going to help him up, or something to that degree, where they can have a cute little encounter. But anyway, guys, let's jump right back into it, shall we? Some of the tables seem like they are actually in disrepair, and there's a large red stain on the sidewalk. Ooh, okay, that's weird. I do recognize a familiar face with a very stern expression overlooking the scene. Hey, Aiden, what happened here? Huh. Oh, hi, Mason. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. It's just another series of pranks associated with the degenerate pledge process of the fraternities plaguing our campus. One second, guys. What kind of pranks? Where do I even begin? Facing a club. I need some water. One second. Man. Okay. Sorry about that. Defacing a club sign, and fake blood thrown onto a teacher. I happen to be in the splash zone for that last one. I need to get my blazer replaced. Not to mention we had a couple students streaking through the crowds. Seriously? People actually do that? It's certainly a first since I've been here. I don't know who they were, but I have no doubt they'll face serious punishment. I never realized college life was so wild. It isn't supposed to be. They should be keeping their fun in more confined and private locations. This is a place where people have come to learn, not watch others flaunt their genitals as they run around screaming nonsense. Aiden lets out a low growl before he catches himself. He looks at me before relaxing his expression. I shouldn't get too worked up about this. In the end, the damages will be rectified in a matter of hours. So, is there anything I can do for you? No, not particularly. I just saw the mess and then I saw you, so I just figured I'd see what was up. I see. Well, now you know. That I do. How are you feeling after yesterday, by the way? What do you mean? That fight between you and Jude? Ah, you mean his verbal assault against me. I'm fine. It's not news to me that he isn't fond of me. Still, nobody likes being yelled at. While that is true, we're both grown men. It's only a matter of time before Jude sees reason anyway. Somehow I find myself doubting that very much. I'm still not even sure if it's Jude that needs to see reason either. In any case, I should probably stop prying and get back to my room before Quinn goes anywhere, if he's still there to begin with. I should get going. I suppose I'll see you around, Aiden. I imagine you shall. We are going stargazing this weekend, after all. Right. That trip completely escaped my mind. I've got way too many things to keep track of at this point. I give Aiden a small nod before proceeding on a short journey back to my dorm room. Walking into my room, I find Quinn resting on the bottom bunk. Had he moved at all since morning? Hey, Quinn, I'm back. What? He scratches his face before wincing as his hand grazes his bad eye. He then looks up and acknowledges my presence. Hey, Mason, do you have the time? It's about 2:45. Did you get around to talking with Zoe yet? No, not yet. I walked over to her room earlier, but she wasn't there. So he's just been sitting here for hours just waiting for me to get back. Do you want me to call her then? If that isn't too much trouble. Grabbing my phone, I dial Zoe's number. Hello? Hey, Zoe, it's Mason. Do you have a couple minutes? Of course. What's up? Well, I'm with Quinn at the moment, and as you know, his phone broke, but he needs to talk to you. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Hi, Zoe. Hey, Quinn. Sounds like you and Mason are getting buddy-buddy. Hi, I guess that's sort of true. So, listen, I don't really know how to ask this, but I really need to switch dorm rooms. Quinn, I get that your roommate might be problematic, but I've told you there's a lot of forms that we need a legitimate reason. Quinn bites his lip at this. This is the moment where he needs to tell her what his roommate did. Well, you see, the thing is, Quinn looks at me with pleading eyes, if expecting me to say it for him. I just shake my head. He has to be upfront about this. We kinda got into a fight last night. A fight? Maybe fight isn't the right word. More like I said something and he just retaliated. The phone goes completely silent. Quinn just tugs at his ears while waiting for Zoe to respond. The moment passes quickly, however, as Zoe returns to the very serious tone. Mason, be honest. How bad is it? Well, as far as I can tell, he only has a black eye. That isn't nothing. 1 second. Take me off speakerphone. I do as the panda demands. Her voice drops to a very quiet but sharp tone. So, this is serious, and I'm really hoping you'll be open to this idea. Is it fine if Quinn stays with you until we can get this whole roommate situation sorted? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Are you sure? There's a chance this becomes a more permanent living situation. Well, not having a roommate certainly had perks. I came to college fully prepared to have a roommate. The fact that I'm even getting a say on it at all is lucky enough, despite the circumstances. Believe me, Zoe, I get it, and it's fine. I feel better about that than a lot of the alternatives. Thank you, Mason. I promise I'll find a way to make it up to you. In the meanwhile, I'll be up to your room in about 30 minutes. I expect I'll see you both there. Well, Quinn most definitely will be. I made plans yesterday for when I got out of class. Really? You've got a friend with a black eye in your room and you plan on going somewhere else? How important is this, really? It's not very important. I mean, I can probably cancel. She makes a good point. Should I really be going anywhere with everything that's going on? Mason, if you made plans, please don't cancel them on my account. I already feel like shit, and I don't need to drag you down with me. I'm doing a Jude's run, so I have to keep my plans. Sorry. It does make me feel bad, though. We're doing a Jude run. We're doing a Jude run. The Rouge Rabbit will be okay. Ugh, Mama, I guess. Oh, I wonder if he accidentally lets it slip while he's working out with Jude. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Well, I don't want to make you feel worse. You sure you don't want me to stick around? I'd be lying if I said I didn't want you around, but I also don't want you to stay here just on account of me. I'll be here whenever you get back. I feel a little guilty about leaving you here, but I'll make sure Zoe gets here before I leave to do anything else. Well, I guess I'll see you both in a little bit then. I hang up the phone and sit down with Quinn on the bottom bunk. I felt that conversation went fairly well, but Quinn still seems nervous. Why is he still so stressed? Is telling Zoe that big of a deal? No, it's just, I hate this. Hate what? This whole situation. I wish I could just snap my fingers and be in the future when I'm past all this. That would be rather convenient. Looking at my own hand, I do find myself wondering. Seriously? I was just checking. I don't know how any of this works, so thought maybe if I focused, then something would happen. I think you'd notice if you suddenly just lost hours or days at a time. Hearing him say this, I realize how absurd it'd be if that ended up being my psychic ability. I already lost enough time as it is. I don't think I'd want to give up any more, good or bad. What about your visions? Is there any trigger there? Not really. The worst part is that when they happen, they happen while I'm asleep. Because you can't tell if it was a dream or a vision. That, and I wake up every time it happens. Was it a bad dream, or was it a vision? Sometimes I really can't tell. Jeez. So I imagine there are some visions you're still unsure about. Of course. One time I had a vision of Jude and Aiden going skinny dipping in a lake. Together? Yeah, but I still can't help but assume that it's just a daydream. Well, definitely a pleasant thing to picture. It's also difficult to imagine the two of them being willing to do such a thing. I know what you're thinking. Hard to imagine, right? Aiden would be all, I I don't want to get in this filthy mud water. Meanwhile, Jude would be out. I'm not getting in here with him or with any of you watching. You'd know better than I would, but I think you're probably right. I know I'm right. They're to keep walking around with sticks up their stupid butts. The two of us laugh, and time flies by before we know it as we continue chatting away about little nothings like that. Hey Zoe, come on in. Great, you're both still here. Not for long. I told Mason he should go on his date. Whoa, who said it was a date? Well, your tail was drooping when you'd mentioned canceling, and you're blushing now at the idea of it being a date. Ooh, are we keeping you from a special someone? No, I'm just meeting up with Jude. I'll only be gone for a few hours. I see. Well, don't do anything I wouldn't. Considering you basically broke into my room when we met, I'm not sure what you wouldn't do. Hey, it's not breaking in if you have a key. That was a calculated decision. Right. Go on, I'll meet you after my class and after your date. Look, it's not... whatever. I'm not sure why I'm trying to explain myself to them. They're the types to keep poking fun until I leave anyway. After changing in the bathrooms, I begin heading out to meet Jude, my mind still lingering on Quinn. I need to get my head on straight. Jude is bound to get annoyed if my thoughts are somewhere else. I'm a little nervous about this. I have no idea what to expect from a workout with Jude. Where at? I'm almost there. Never mind, I see you. Looking up from my phone, I indeed see the large reindeer charging towards me. If I hadn't seen his natural glare on numerous occasions, I might have assumed he was coming over to flatten me. Hey, looking good there. Hey Jude, you ready? I think the better question is, are you ready? Be honest, Mason, you don't work out very much, do you? Probably, not as much as I should. Alright, well then we'll start off light. Just a 3-mile jog around campus, and we'll see where your stamina is afterwards. 3 miles? Yeah, we might have fit in some basic core strength exercises afterwards, but only if you're up for it. I know I agreed to this and we haven't even started, yet somehow I am completely filled with regrets. I put on a brave smile, and Jude simply nods before instructing me through some stretches. Alright guys, I'm going to save it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's been a new episode of Psychic Connections. A new episode of Echo is going up today. And for the 4th game to fill the void, I am thinking of... I'm really thinking of Changeling Tale. But I've got a little list I'll go through. I'll decide after that. It'd be easier if I could just... It would really be easier if I could just conduct polls. But I guess I don't have that ability yet. Probably not until I hit 1,000 subs, which is coming up pretty soon. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!